Hey everybody, John and Lance from the bench, mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. Hit subscribe right now so that you get all of our content here at SportsMap HOU. That's my go-to move, Lance.
Yeah, I'm smashing the like button right now.
I've been pretty outspoken about Miles Straw, Lance, okay?
You're a hater.
He wasn't good in the field. He was terrible at the plate. He's not stealing bases like he's supposed to, but he's brought his average up. He's over 250 now for the season. Over his last 28 games, he has an on-base percentage at 364, which is what you were. I mean, that's ideal for this guy. With his speed, you want him on the bases way back in the order. If you're getting any production out of Straw and Maldonado, my goodness. But still, Chas McCormick, he's only hitting 235. But he's got 6 homers and 20 RBIs. His slugging is over 500. His OPS is right there with Kyle Tucker. This guy can play. How about still? I know you can't give him a shot because no one's ever been better than Miles Straw. Give the dude a shot. I'm still going to say give Chas McCormick a shot.
I don't think Dusty's going to change. Over the last 18 games, Miles Straw's on-base percentage is 388. So over his last 18 starts, 388, that's really good. I mean, you're getting up in the near 400 territory. So he's been a lot better. I think what Dusty, we've never seen one full year of Miles Straw. We know he's not a power hitter. We know McCormick has pop. They're two completely different players we're talking about. One guy is going to have more range in the outfield. One guy does steal bases and has that kind of speed, first to third speed. When he's sliding.
But he doesn't steal bases, though.
He should score easily when he's actually sliding at home plate.
That too?
Well, yeah, he's got to be able to do that. But Miles Straw's playing a lot better. It's just a matter of and I really think one of the things that's hurting McCormick probably is that Dusty says, look, we got so many hammers in our lineup. He might see more value in McCormick coming off the bench as a pinch hitter, a guy who can wreck a 3-run homer late in the game. I mean, that still is a valuable weapon to have for any lineup. And bringing Straw in late, well, that's a defensive replacement or that's a base runner. You're not bringing him in for an opportunity to hit a 3-run homer. McCormick does give you that opportunity. So I think McCormick's power and the fact that Straw's playing better is hurting McCormick because I think Dusty probably views him as, I could play him more, but I still want Straw to get more big league ABs to find out who he's going to be. But I think McCormick's bat also is considered valuable off the bench. I really do. I think that's a valuable trait to have, a power guy.
Well, absolutely, but there are only 2 spots that you would pinch hit him for. And that would be, if you would rather have Chas McCormick up at the plate instead of Miles Straw, then why isn't Chas McCormick up at the plate instead of Miles Straw all the time? And secondly, as far as catcher goes, maybe it's Castro when he's healthy. Castro is actually the pinch hitter for Maldonado because then he just moves in. And Castro has looked great this year when healthy. He has looked really good this year and come in and pinch hit well. And then, Aledmus Diaz is always hurt. So maybe Chas McCormick is the future of Aledmus Diaz. Maybe that's his role. But I just don't get not seeing him for a good 10, 15 days to see whether or not he can do it on an everyday basis.
Well, I think they know what he can do. I think he can produce runs and he can produce with power. That's who he is. Like if it's a matter of how high can he get his batting average, well, yeah, I mean, let's sustain his OPS. Yeah, play him more. But I think more than likely the Astros aren't looking at this as, man, we need more power in the lineup. I don't think they think that's a problem. I don't think that's a concern. But maybe things will change a little bit when Jason Castro gets back. But I don't think so. I think the fact that Miles Straw is playing better baseball, is making better contact, is just in general doing his job better at the plate, I think that will benefit him, and I think they'll continue to play McCormick as a guy who starts from time to time, who might get some DH looks, but is also going to be a guy who is their power guy off the bench. Because right now, when you look at guys coming off the bench, you're going to pinch hit for Straw and you're going to pinch hit for Maldonado potentially if you want a home run. But I don't know who's coming off the bench that has that kind of pop right now other than McCormick. He's the guy.
Would you be okay with Miles Straw as your center fielder for the next 5 years? Or 6 years or whatever?
I don't know. I got to see him more. We're spoiled. We think everyone should hit 20 home runs and and have an OPS of 800. That's not the reality. Most teams don't have that. So maybe Straw is one of those guys who is like a 7, 8, 9 hitter. Maybe that's just who he's going to be, and he's going to be that rare Astro over the last 4 years that doesn't have pop. We're just not used to seeing that, and so it's kind of hard for us to envision, hey, why is this guy not to have more home runs? Well, because some teams have guys that don't hit home runs.
Well, but it's a shame, though. Maybe Chas McCormick is a guy that does hit 20 to 25 home runs. Just you're not giving him an opportunity for a guy who doesn't hit any.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't think the chapter's written unless he really, really comes on as a big-time base stealer or becomes an A-plus defender. I don't know that in this day and age, a guy who has no pop, and it doesn't look like Miles Straw has that kind of pop at all, if that's going to be the case, it's hard. It's going to be hard to envision him as a full-time 162 or even 150-game center fielder for you. I don't know if that's if in today's baseball you can really afford to have that unless he is an A-plus defender.
Well, right now you can afford it because you got the Magnificent Seven in front of him.
Yeah.
But when Correa's gone or, God forbid, whatever injury or anything else happens, you can't afford that anymore.
Yeah, it's going to be much harder. The landscape will change in terms of what the lineup has to look like then.